I'm probably not going to talk a stream, and it's also probably not going to be long. It's just because I haven't been on the PlayStation at all today. And I did say I wanted to play another game, but that hasn't materialized today. It will tomorrow instead. But I was realizing I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I might as well log on Minecraft. So I'm just literally just going to do some busy work. I'm probably just going to expand to the villagers area. That's probably about it. I can check my notes. Is there anything else planned I could maybe do? I can maybe do the cat room. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to talk during the stream. I may end it very abruptly. Don't know. Yeah, but this is not going to be long. And tomorrow I will be playing this other game I downloaded probably like best part of a month ago now. I think I bought it alongside Blueprints. So, and I saw about all of us started playing it. I think Blueprints is probably a fun game to watch other people's playthroughs of. I just don't want to think about it. Right? I just don't like thinking about that game. Thomas Skinner, politics update for today. Thomas Skinner, a celebrity I used to really like because he was on the British Apprentice, the Good Apprentice. And he was an extremely charismatic character. Really liked him. Actually now I realise the pillows on my bed I think actually from his pillows company. He went ahead and posted a selfie of JD Vance, and he has been defending it. Right, at best he could have said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just kind of didn't realise the full implications and weight of this." He could say, "Oh, I don't keep up with American politics." And it still wouldn't have been good, but at least it would have been, alright, he's not a dick. But no, he's kind of doubled down on it. And he's the specific thing he said, which has really pissed me off, is, "Oh, I'm not political, so..." How old is Thomas? He's old, right? He's a fucking family man. He's probably in his 30s. Maybe older, at least, right? That's certainly what he looks like. And he isn't political. He doesn't worry about politics, which just shows how entitled he is. That he just doesn't know and doesn't care and can afford to be this blasé about it. So, yeah, in one fell swoop, I went from really liking this celebrity to fucking hating him. It's a wonderful feeling. You can't have heroes in the modern world, it just seems, because everyone's a dick. Everyone. Boy. But yeah, so that ruined my day. I woke up to that. Part of me kind of wants to actually cut out with a political rant I went on, because I know I can do that in YouTube Studio. I kind of do want to cut that out of my last stream, just because I know my politics will probably come back to bite me in the arse at some point. I will go into some job interview and they will pull up some YouTube clip and they'll be like, "Is this you?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." And I'll be like, "We don't like that you don't like Nazis. So get out." And I'll be like, "Alright then." Okay, that works. Good to know. I was just thinking about that for a potential future build. Also, I just saw on Instagram someone they did a thing where they had a lake and they completely cleared the lake of water. And then they built a house and then they refilled the lake with water. So they had a underwater like a farm with glass, and it looks really cool. And I thought, oh my god, it would be awesome if I had something at the bottom of a river. I don't know what. Obviously, I don't need another farm. But it'd be so cool to put something at the bottom of the river. I do already have ideas to put something. I already have ideas, of course, to get rid of a nether portal and build a kind of courtyard in its place. And that's why I want to test for slabs because I want to test if you can have boats go over slabs, because that way I can make a bridge which leads out a bit from the land, but then doesn't actually disrupt the boats at all. That'd be really cool. Because again, I do not want to disrupt boat travel. Boat travel is half of a point of my part of the world. Yeah, I have to figure out something else to do with this space now. Let's gather up all the beds. But I'm happy, of course, that our new village already functions better than the old one. We're way more in control of what happens, because there's a... It does seem actually digging it down into the earth was a really good idea, because it's not counting any of this as a village. I wish there was some way to actually view things. I don't get why we don't have an F3. I can get why it's not like a button, but I don't get why it's not a thing you can turn on in settings or anything. Because it puts Bedrock players at a major disadvantage compared to PC players. Because in PC, you can use F3 to learn all kinds of things. It can help you track down biomes, so you don't really need chunk base. It can help you track down structures inside the biomes. It tells you how many mobs there are. It can help you find ore, I think. It's basically fucking cheats, and you literally just get by just pressing a button. Why can't we get that? I would just make it so it's like a chat command. And it is not a cheat. It's just there. It's not a cheat on fucking PC. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that I do now want to start moving away from Minecraft a little bit. I do want to move on to other things. Not because I'm not really not still having fun with Minecraft. I am. It's just, you know, it's been such a long playthrough. I was just wondering, I do want to kind of add a second layer of security. Part of me is considering just boarding up the other exits here. I could just add a second layer of fence gates here, but that would kind of look ugly. I don't know. Just be careful. The thing is, I'm worried about someone else who doesn't understand what this is. It will take just 1 second of leaving fence gate open, and then a zombie comes in. Like so. Where's that zombie? I do want to fix this. See, it's kind of just annoying. Alright, if they keep coming in from a cave. Let's line up a cave, I guess. And now we have a cat down here. I don't recognize this cat. Oh, it has heterochromia. They do have British Shorthairs, I think. I think that's what it's called. Which is Lila. Lila's a British Shorthair, like grey with like orange eyes. Fucking beautiful. They are the perfect cat. They have the best quality fur. They're just lovely. They look awesome. They just look badass. I don't know if it's Lila specific, but Lila's also just incredibly lovely. On top of all that, I think they don't really give off much fur. So, I don't know what it means for allergies, but it means they're less annoying than other cats, so they don't get fur everywhere. Tube coral. Alright, hang on. So yeah, how much of an ordeal would it be to link my underground tunnel up? Brilliant. So Y level is 69. Of course it is. Thing is, like, I mean, I am thinking I would like to kill the Ender Dragon Animal River at some point. But quite frankly, I don't want to risk my Netherite gear to do it. So if I were to do it, I'd want to possibly even make just a second set of Netherite, or make a set of enchanted diamond to use my backup set. Because of course, it was designed without Netherite being a thing, and balanced without Netherite being a thing. So I should be able to do it without. I do feel like against the Ender Dragon, if you do die, that doesn't necessarily mean you lose your stuff. Against River, yeah, your shit is gone. Oh, hello, Harpy. But yeah, the reason why the stream might just end in 10 seconds is because we have family guests over. And we're out running some kind of race or something. And once I come back, I'll probably be expected to talk and introduce and socialize or whatever. So that's when the stream ends. Most likely. I mean, maybe I can avoid it. Of course, I do not like socializing. How is Silksong full durability? So I use Silksong to mine out South, but how's it full durability? Did I repair it through trades? Of course, I am thinking it would be more interesting if we split this off into multiple rooms rather than just having to be a really long hallway. And quite frankly, my ultimate goal would be to extend this into Cave X. Obviously, Cave X is still quite dangerous, and the whole zombies spawning near villages probably be way worse in Cave X. So if I were to do in Cave X, I'd want it to be sort of like, if it is an outbreak, these guys are safe, and Cave X, we can sacrifice it. Also, this place is still a little bit fledgling. I'd like to add a little bit of decoration, just a little bit, not a lot. Like, torch is just haphazard. So maybe add some glowstone down here, since we can get glowstone for emeralds from someone. Where's the cleric? Oh yeah, you're glowstone for emeralds, right? You're still selling... Oh my god, he's still got great deals. 1 emerald to a glowstone. I personally absolutely want to add even more villager variants into a game. I think firstly they should patch villagers. The thing is, I think villagers is a really fun mechanic if you make it work. There's a reason why I spent so long in Terraria taking care of my NPCs. It's a really fun mechanic, it works really well. Terraria NPCs, not villagers. Villagers are done, I would say, poorly. Is absolutely a viable word to describe them with. They're not, like, bad, but I don't think anyone can say villagers are good either. Their pathfinding is broken, some of their trade balancing is really questionable, all sorts of problems. Is the stonecutter still here? Oh shit, it isn't, is it? But yeah, like, obviously there's so many just problems with how villages are handled in Minecraft, where they just become a lot of stress. The unfortunate thing is they are incredibly important. Like, again, without villagers, I would not have this armor. And without this armor, quite frankly, I would not have continued to play through this long. We only have those enchantment villagers to thank. If I didn't have mending and all this armor and shit, I wouldn't be here. Hold on, I don't trust the game to not do some bullshit. Right. We do have a stonecutter as obviously one of their jobs. Thing is, one thing Minecraft does nail is the librarians, at least, in that they are so valuable to have. You can say for Terraria, like, some of the NPCs are completely useless in Terraria. Like, the painter. Paint without giving them credit for Paint, in the something Terraria has over Minecraft, obviously Paint isn't crazy good by any means. The vast majority of Terraria builds will not use Paint. Largely because it's just not necessary. Terraria's blocks just look great normally anyway. Like whoever uses Painter. For Dryads, do you ever use anything from a Dryad? I think the only thing I've ever used from a Dryad in my 120-hour playthrough, I think the only thing I used from her was the purification powder for the tax man. That was it. I don't think I ever used it for anything else. I mean, that in of itself was a very vague, stupid puzzle to figure out. There really should be a better direction on what to do with a tax man. I do think more farmers could be a good idea. Great. Can you stop? It's so anxiety-inducing, and even though I know... Even if I know they're not going to get in here, it still scares me. I was wondering where you were. Okay. I kind of want them on the far side, just so if there are any problems, well, you know, they're going to be standing here rather than standing here, and this is the gate we use. So, quite frankly, part of me is considering just permanently blocking this off. Like, if I make an underground tunnel to my house, I can then just completely wall these up. And then they are completely safe, completely isolated. But I don't know, that'd be a little bit grim, wouldn't it? Obviously, we want villagers. Wheat is not the best, because I actually use wheat. The best trade would probably be potatoes or beetroots, to be honest, because they have no other use. Whereas carrots, I do want to eventually graduate to gold carrots for food, because they are the best food in the game. Oh, baby kitty. Also, of course, a great thing about this build is most of the stone I get here does not get used up in the building process. So as I build, I get to stockpile stone for future builds. Part of me does want to build an iron golem down here, and I probably will at some point. I do need a secure way to murder villagers, though. It's a bit grim, but I should probably make like a murder chamber, where if there's a villager I don't want, I just push them into this room, and quite literally out of sight of everyone else, I just kill them. That's so grim, but it's genuinely necessary. Yeah, this is the way Mojang wants you to fucking do villagers. It's how I programmed them. Obviously, like, my previous survival playthrough, the whole point was for villagers. So I got the villagers fairly early on, I think. I think it was pre-Ender Dragon. or maybe like shortly before the Ender Dragon that I got from. Most of my world was built after I got the villagers in it. So they were a very important part of the playthrough, as they are in Terraria. And in the plantation playthrough, I never had any problems with the villagers. They had perfect pathfinding. In fact, it was so perfect, it was fucking annoying. And I didn't even mind that there were so many of them I couldn't see myself or hear myself fucking think. Could just be constantly going, ha, ha. But here in Bedrock, that's super fucking annoying. Also, I just found out literally today there are actually other Minecraft like handbooks they made. More modern ones, 2 sets, apparently. I watched these videos like playing Minecraft the way Mojang intended. So it actually turns out there's more of those books. The ones which I used for the wizard's the statue. In my head, I call it the goddess statue. I don't know who the goddess is, but I think of it as a goddess statue. But yeah, the statue I used as reference for that is from the original guidebooks. Which is hilarious that all of the guidebooks are out of date, except for the originals. But the guidebooks I used in the videos had just false information. They just got basic things wrong, like how to make obsidian, which is insane. It's like the way you make obsidian is so intuitive, they just did it again in Terraria. They somehow got that wrong. However, I can say from rereading the originals not so far back, they do not have any false information in them, as far as I can check. They're out of date, yes, because they're made in like 2013, I think. It was either 2013 or 2014. But I do not remember them having any false information. As the newer ones are apparently riddled with them. It is wild when I think back now and like remember like when I first died to a piglin brute and I was like, oh my god, I might quit. It's like I was genuine in that moment. I was genuinely considering quitting in that moment. But it's just hilarious to think back on that and be like, I would have missed out so much. I would have been so petty and so pathetic if I actually did quit from that. Such a waste. Okay, Bedrock. Right, after this extension, let's beautify it a little bit. With all these new beds, we should have the same amount of villagers as we actually had before the catastrophe, the incident. Yeah, so after this, let's start actually looking at making this look a little bit better. does make me a little bit like really anxious though, on like not knowing where the villages are. I do think I kind of want to make like some kind of gate to stop them from coming up here if I don't want them to. I mean, it could just be literally just like some kind of drawbridge or something. I could also maybe just make like a sticky piston below these, and then like if I flip a lever, it just pushes them up a block, and then we can't pathfind upwards. But I worry that could have greater consequences, so... But yeah, I'm constantly getting anxious as to where the fuck they're going. But I do love their pathfinding is not broken for once, and it really makes me wonder why it was so broken before. Because, like, if we're being real, there's no difference between this and their previous predicament. It just seems like literally any amount of elevation. If they need any amount of elevation to get to their workbench, they just can't. Like it doesn't make sense because they actually have less space. They have less space to pathfind to their beds and less space to pathfind to their workstations, yet they're having no problems. It makes no sense. I mean, it does seem like there might be some minor problems, because like some guy's trying to pick a bed. You go down. Go down. It's your bedtime. It is crazy when you realise that Minecraft does literally just have child murder in it. There's probably some fucking stupid fucking Christian groups that are like, Minecraft has zombie children in it. It's the devil. That has absolutely happened. I'd love to make them like bunk beds, but obviously that would be too much for Minecraft. They can't handle that. So yeah, let's try beautifying it down here. Do I want just default oak or do I want dark oak? We do have dark oak upstairs. Oh, hello. As I was saying, dark oak would make sense. I was gonna say, at some point we should see an iron golem spawn. Brilliant. So yeah, the iron golem's here now, whether I wanted him or not. Quite frankly, yeah. Let me get on making the murder room. Where do I want it? Right here. Great. Okay, so for the murder room, it's not something we want to particularly talk about. So we're going to keep it very low key. Alright. Give me a stone button. That would activate an iron door placed here, right? Okay, so stone button, a lever, and we just need a fence gate. Good question. Do I have a lightning rod set up to keep the pyramid safe? Yes, I do. Okay. Hello, Harpy. Unfortunately, I don't think Harper's cat breed is in the game. The closest one is one we actually just saw. It's like kind of like a light brown. If it was like a darker brown, it would fit for Harper. But yeah, Harper's cat breed doesn't actually seem to be in the game, unfortunately. Put to a mic. What are you doing, Mister? You're just pacing back and forth. Oh, fuck. The iron door. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, the only reason why we ever should need to kill a villager is because of nitwits, which thankfully we haven't had a single one of yet. But nitwits are the 1 in 10 spawn chance. I don't get why they're in the game, so they literally solely exist just so you have to murder them. Oh, Harpy's found my new plushie I bought. It's very cute, isn't it, Harpy? You're really interested in it. Does it smell foreign? Does it smell from a place we haven't been to before? Hello, mate. Are you the second farmer? Do we have a second farmer yet? Yeah, so this is going to go here, this is going to go here. So I pull this, once the villager is in, you shut it, and that's our exit. Just a little bit of blood, nothing to be worried about. Just a little bit of gore and entrails. And then here we need 2 fence gates. I guess I should place a crafting table down here somewhere. It makes sense to. Right, are these the center 4 tiles? Right, cleric, where you at? The decor is not going to be that complicated. They don't deserve it. Also, of course, I need to be 100% sure I don't fuck up their pathfinding. So that's another reason why I can't make it complicated. I don't really... Oh, it's one of these guys. Honestly, I don't want anything to go on the walls. I want them to have this much space above their heads to make sure there's no problems pathfinding. So if you start on pathfinding problems, I will lose my mind. This cat. So Harper's like this, but if you just took both those shades of brown and made them darker. And yeah, then that would be just spot on Harper, but it's too bright to be her. Thing I'm uncertain on is how to make lighting for them that looks good. I brought along the iron, assuming I'd do iron lanterns, but I'm not so sure now. What the fuck was that? I saw that. So that's why I heard the villager make a hurt noise. Right, so we have these as a little bit of decor for the entrance. I think we just use glowstone as lighting, but then how do we arrange the glowstone? In a fun way. So unfortunately, again, because I do not want to risk fucking up their pathfinding at all, it severely limits what I can do here. So I'm just shit scared of fucking up their pathfinding. If so, I have plenty of ideas on how to make this look really cool. But it has to be really cool without lowering the ceiling, or raising the floor, or blocking up the walls in any way. I think I just add little pods of glowstone and then surround them in wood. I think that's the best I can do. I see green spots is making me anxious. What's going on? Oh, it sounds like guests are back. So I think the stream will be ending in a moment. Can you guys go to sleep? You're making me anxious. If this guy doesn't seem to be quite happy with his pathfinding. What on earth are you trying to do? See, like, how fragile of a system this is? What the fuck? It is so easy to just ruin everything. That's why I just don't want to fuck with this place at all. Okay, if we get rid of all torches, just for a moment. Okay. So I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every 8 blocks. You're fucking joking me, you absolute dickhead. Oh my god, they do so much damage. Oh fuck, now I need to kill the iron golem. God's sake. Alright, let's go get Eventide. Spontaneous boss battle. They do so much damage. Oh my god. They just put shit in here. Actually, like, this won't affect a villager reputation, I don't think. It won't make her prices go up. Just annoying that I now have to do this, because the iron golem decides to get in the way. Let's hope he's not camping at the bottom of the stairs. That one did so little damage. I mean, you forced me to do it. Oh, and there's a new one just immediately. You ain't gonna kill me, are you? Great. So the longer I take to do this, the more danger villagers are in, because this is dark enough and monsters could spawn. Right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Definitely looks like enough lighting. Alright. Alright, I wanna do another trade for emeralds, and then I think I'm gonna go. Look, how are you having a pathfinder? You literally just woke up. I don't get why. Can I not make it so they like save a path? So you just like remember it or something? Obviously, I know that could be really taxing. But why not make it so like they save a path and they like remember that path, and then they just like add on to that path? Is that possible? Is that a thing you can do? Just anything but however they do it right now. Because however they do it right now is broken. I definitely think we're missing a bunch of villagers here. Oh dear. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a whole stack of bread. There you go, have fun. So yeah, a stack of bread is a pretty good amount for them to get busy. Oh wait, there's another obvious thing for me to do. Put down our remaining workstations. Oh. Oh fuck yeah, some of them are taking full damage now. There's too many of them. They're pushing each other off the stairs. I imagine they automatically heal health over time like every other passive mob in the game. If they don't, why? My dad is shouting at me to come downstairs, so yeah. I'm gonna pick up a new stack of bread and then I'm gone. Give me that. Actually, let me put back my stuff. It would be thematically appropriate to plant some poppies somewhere down there. I'll just plop that away in my brain, try to remember to do that. Yeah, so I'm happy with the structure, and for now, I'm happy with how the villagers are behaving. Some slight pathfinding problems, but none too great for me to just suck it up. I feel like we have more professions than we do actual villagers for now, which could be a problem. Hopefully not. Glass Emeralds is not the worst trade in the world, so I guess I'll allow it. Don't know why a cartographer wants that though. It's a shame, in RT Games playthrough, there's still so much he ultimately didn't do. Like, he never did anything with villagers. We just fuck about and kill them. Got them.